Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian College and Arrington Ice Arena promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the business and the decision in college manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at the student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for approval from Arrington Ice Arena.
Hello and welcome to the beautiful Arrington Ice Arena, where today we're gearing up for this NCAA hockey game between the Adrian College men's NCAA Bulldogs versus the Trine Thunder. Nick Rizzo alongside my wonderful partner Drake Cagle. Drake, what are you looking for both teams to start this game off?
Well, Adrian likes to come in aggressive, likes to get out quick, likes to score first. They're a good team at playing from the lead. They're also a good team at playing from behind. Trine is going to try to get the goal first, try to get a lead on Adrian and hold off their strong attack.
I definitely couldn't agree more. And you know, last week we saw the Bulldogs beat St. Norbert in an overtime win here at home, and that's a big team to beat. And what do you think Trine's trying to gain from seeing that film and seeing that game? What do you think Trine is trying to do to prevent the Bulldogs from keeping the momentum they got off of the Norbert win?
Trine's definitely going to try to slow down the attack. They're going to look to clog up the middle a bit. Adrian wants to move the puck wide and then look to the middle.
I definitely agree, and they're going to try to look to get the first one. Trine dumps this one in, and on the Bulldogs side, and Owings, sophomore for the Bulldogs here, chips the puck up to Bottrell, who will attempt to get it out of the zone. Cannot. Armour will dump this one back down. Owings to Madej, who will skate it up into the neutral zone. Find Armour, couldn't hold on to it, so he'll peel back. Armour, cross ice.
For Trine will be trying to keep that puck all the way down to that Bulldog end.
And trying to get some offense going, as Adrian's a very hard team to get shots against, as I think we can both attest.
Yeah, don't be surprised if we see a lot of dump and chase tonight from Trine, because the more that puck is behind the Adrian net, the less it's in their zone.
So Boyd will fake a shot in, and instead will crease it up past the red line and dump it in. Just as you said, play a little chip and chase, let Trine chase a little bit and burn some of that fuel. Dunn will chase, and as the Thunder will ice the puck, and we see a couple of lineup changes. Corey Dunn is not with his usual Braden Helms. Braden Helms is actually a scratch. I believe he went on a trip for his major. I believe they had a trip that went to Pennsylvania this week, and I think he's still gone. So Corey Dunn is partnered with Bud Madej on the blue line.
Yeah, Dunn's leading the NCAA right now in points overall. He's got 10 already on the year. And then we've got Yim out there. Not on the ice right now, but he's actually leading the league in goals right now with 6 for the Bulldogs. And
Yim, who had the very pretty overtime winner in the face of much adversary that Norbert gave them in that comeback victory here last weekend. So Kaufman could carry the puck, and he'll be called off sides as the referee will blow that one dead. But as you said, Dunn is having a great season, is putting up good points as a defenseman, and he's sitting at 107 points, trying to chase that all-time second place for defenseman for the Bulldogs. I believe that record's at like 120, I think, for all time in the program's history.
I believe it's close to that number. Dunn has always been a defenseman who's never been afraid to jump up in the attack. A lot of the power play runs through him at the point. Easy way for him to rack up points.
Yim will dump this further in the corner. Montembeault will chase, and Coy Kendall will pick this one up. Wheel around the left side boards and drop back up for Montembeault, but couldn't hold on to the pass, so the Thunder will hold this into their own corner and attempt to get out. And Yim will battle for it. It's thrown back. Colatarsi will try to dump it in. It pops out, and Coy Kendall and Eller will chase. Eller will get there first. Drop back to Colatarsi, but the Thunder will get a good look here. Yim battling for it behind Entma in his own corner. Colatarsi there as well. Thrown up to the blue line. Thunder player will shoot, and Colatarsi will hold on to that and dump that up the boards.
Both teams having some trouble getting a puck on net here. Trine not really looking to hold on to too much possession as they get it deep and try to force a turnover for a counterattack. Bulldogs, on the other hand, tend to like control, just haven't been able to find the net so far.
And Trine Thunder sitting at 2-3-1 an overall record, and 2-2 in the NCHA Southern Division. Whereas the Bulldogs sit 5-1 overall, 3-1 in the NCHA division as well. So
yeah, Bulldogs team that's going to be a force to be reckoned with once again, something that they've made their living on ever since they came into the league. It's been very rare when a Bulldogs team hasn't made the bid tournament at the end of the year. Trying a second-year program, still looking to grow, still getting their feet wet a little bit in the NCAA, but definitely a team that's not afraid to compete.
And to come into this rink, very hard rink to play in against the even harder team, it's very difficult for the Thunder to try and get some momentum to build. And like I said, playing this team is always hard no matter what team you are. And a second-year program attempting to do that is just adding on to that.
Yeah, the Bulldogs were kind of a rare example of a first-year young program that had success right away. Trine didn't do too bad themselves last year, struggled against the Bulldogs as the Bulldogs lead this series 3-0 career-wise. But don't be surprised if you see Trine 2 years down the road really putting it to the Bulldogs competitive-wise.
Takes some time to grow a program, especially at a high level like this, and I think Trine's done a great job in 2 years of getting a name for themselves and establishing themselves in this already competitive league as far as D3 hockey goes in the country.
You know, something Trine did when building their program is they took a look at Adrian as a program, as a school, as a hockey team, and looked to try to build something similar. I mean, if you go down to end goal and look at their rink, it's built very similar to the Arrington Ice Arena because they want to give that same kind of atmosphere, that same kind of energy that they see when they come to Adrian College.
So we're about 3 minutes and 20 seconds into the first period. No shots on net for either team. Draw will come in front of Coach Adam Krug and his Bulldogs. Armour will take the draw. Boyd with him on one side, Bottrell on the other, and Owings and I believe that's Kaufman over here on defense. So Armour will throw this up for Boyd, who will go up the boards looking for Bottrell, who will chase behind the Thunder net. Find Armour, who will drop it off to Owings, who will fire one, goes just wide. The Thunder will carry this and wheel back behind their own net. Owings will pinch up and throw a body, but the puck still bounces out of the zone. Kaufman will recoil for that. Boyd drops off to Bottrell, and as you said, this team, the defense is not afraid to pinch up, and I think it goes the same way. The forwards aren't afraid to pinch back in the case of a defenseman who pinched up too early, and they're not afraid to get out of position and play their unfamiliar zones.
The Bulldogs are definitely a team that from early on in practices and in the season keep it in their forwards' heads that they need to cover for the defenseman, that they need to be confident skating backwards, confident holding that blue line when the defenseman decides to pinch or join a rush. And I think that pays dividends, especially further on down the line in the season when you have confidence that your guys have had the practice of playing defensively.
And I think I agree, and I think that's one of the biggest strengths this team has is that anybody can really play any position, obviously with the exception of being a goaltender. But I think that defense can play offense well, offense can fall back on defense, and they can cycle each other and try and set up different plays with that. And on power plays and penalty kills, it's always nice when you're down or upper man to be able to be a little flexible.
Yeah, it definitely creates a lot of mismatch problems, especially for a team who comes in and has to face Bulldogs at home when Bulldogs get second change and to create kind of any mismatch that they want.
So puck in the
It also helps for the Bulldogs to have one of the best goaltenders in the league in Etma, who's posting a 1.5 goals against. Now, that's not saying anything to take away from this goaltender for Trine, as he makes his first save of the day, makes a second right there.
And he actually had a attempt, Van Horn had an attempt on the same thing that Brian Yim did to win the game against St. Norbert last weekend, looking for a wraparound. And
an early penalty here against Trine. Looks like it's going against number 25, Chris Timms, the senior, the captain here. I missed what the call was for, but he's going to sit 2 minutes in the box, and Bulldogs go on their first power play of the night.
And Bulldogs power play is lethal as always. Drake, I think you've seen him just as many times as I have, if not more. It's something that they tend to just try and take that opportunity and capitalize every time they get the chance.
Yeah, Bulldogs power play on the season, 8 for 33, almost 25% there. That's big. Power plays, you tend to look for about 20%, 22% being about the successful range. When you're closer to that 25 mark, that's huge.
Especially this early, fairly early in the season. We're about a month into the college hockey season, and to have a power play that established already is in what, 5-6 games that this Bulldogs team has played, 6 games, and have that power play unit established is a huge asset for Coach Krug and his squad. So puck bounces out into the slot, and Armour will chase this with the Thunder player, and it pops out. Cole Tarsi will dump this up the boards and try and put it back in the zone. It pops back out. Bottrell will carry this through center ice, try and find Doman, but instead finds Boyd on the drop pass cross in front, and Doman Doman couldn't find the back of the net, and the Thunder will clear this. And you mentioned Kevin Etma, who's had a great career here in Adrian and at Adrian College. His career's 50-13-2, and he's a senior this year. And he's one of the bigger assets for this Bulldogs team, I have to say, overall, is he really stands on his head time and time again to do everything for his team.
Good shot right there, just deflected up over the net and into the netting. Yeah, we touched on Etma's numbers career-wise. He's got a 2.05 goals against average in his career, just over 2 goals. I mean, for an offense that typically you see score 3-4 goals on a night, that's huge.
Yim wins this draw, takes it in deep, and the Thunder will pick this up. Close corner, dump it all the way down on Etma, who will come out of his crease and give this off to his defenseman. McNair picks this up, drops it back to his captain, Corey Dunn, who will skate the puck up as he always seems to do. Balsamo tries to find Van Horn. Will drops it for Yim. Yim couldn't hold on, so the Thunder will escape their zone. Dunn falls back and drops this off to McNair. 20 seconds left on the penalty to the Thunder. Gets thrown in the zone. McNair carrying on the inside of the goal line now. Drops back up to the blue line for Dunn, who will go across to Yim on the far side. Below the goal line, finds Balsamo, looking for a chance and a good pass in front.
Trine doing a great job of clogging up the middle. You can see the Bulldogs trying to stretch and trying to look for Van Horn in the slot and just can't get him to stretch out wide enough.
And a great chance this Bulldogs team they've had on this penalty, or power play for them, they should say. They've had a couple of good looks, but like you said, Trine doing a great job clogging up the slot and keeping Van Horn away from the puck and that slot man away from the puck and doing everything they can, putting bodies in front of shots and in front of passes and just trying to get in the way and make the Bulldogs power play harder and harder to do.
Yeah, it helps Trine. They probably have a lot of trust in their goalie. Brett Young Jr. comes in with a goals against average of just under 2.5 on the year at 2.49. I mean, 2.5 goals. You should win. You should be able to score 3 goals.
In a usual game, 3 goals isn't too much to ask of a good generating offense.
Not in today's hockey. Hockey today, I mean, you look at most of these NHL games, you're seeing a lot of 3-4 goal games on average.
Gets thrown back in deep. Owings will chase this down into his end and carry it and flub on a pass, but it's good giveaway, bad giveaway, good one for Trine as they had a little bit of a chance there, but Adrian defense doing a good job of clogging up chances. Backneck will carry, find Montembeault over the blue line, mishandles the puck and will take it into the corner and turn it over to the Thunder. Backneck will chase as well, and him as usual throwing his body around to try and hold on to the puck. Pops back up to the blue line. Madej throws one on net, and it pops.
Good shot through traffic there by Madej. Good save by Young Jr. there. That turnover in the Bulldogs' defensive end, that's something that Trine is going to have to capitalize on if they want to come out of here with a W tonight.
And the Bulldogs don't make many mistakes, as I'm sure you can attest to as much as I can, but when they make mistakes, these teams have to capitalize off every turnover, every flub pass, every mishandled shot. They have to try and capitalize on everything because Bulldogs don't give up much, so what they do give up, you got to try and put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, Bulldogs definitely don't make too many mistakes. When they do, they're usually ones like that where it's a chance for the other team, and you gotta capitalize if you're trying.
Day carrying the puck drops off to Coy Kendall in center ice. It's poked by Yim, finds Bateson, Grant Bateson, freshman for the Bulldogs. Yim throws this one on net. Goalie kicks that one up into the netting. An easy save for him.
Something I don't think a lot of people see. You can kind of see on the cameras the people lined up along the boards. It looks like there's a decent amount of people, but you don't see how many people are actually here in the stands. For trying to keep this crowd and this energy of this crowd out of this game is huge. This Bulldog crowd is like no other. And they get into these games, they get loud, they get rowdy. It's a lot of energy for the Bulldogs to feed off of once they get a lead. And
perfect example being last weekend against St. Norbert. They were down 3 goals going into the third period. Audience tried to get a chant going, tried to get their team a little bit into it, light a fire. They scored 1 goal, and they fed off the audience continuously to just keep going. And I remember when they scored the overtime winner, we couldn't hear anything up here, but because the audience and the crowd was so loud and so into the game and so feeding their team, it's just a great atmosphere in Harrington between WOW and in the stands. It's great all around.
Yeah, this Bulldog crowd loves to show up in numbers. It's great support for the community here at Adrian College. I mean, the players, I know as a former player myself, you love it. You love that the fans show up. You love the energy that they give you. It's always fun playing in front of a crowd. It's not as fun when you play in front of empty seats. So the fact that Adrian rallies as much as they do for this program is amazing.
Trine, lucky break off that face-off, dumped the puck and lost control of it here in the Bulldogs' end, but they gain it in center ice and carrying it. They'll throw it on net. Etma making a good save. Nice chest save. They're trying getting a good couple chances here.
Yeah, Trine's second shot on goal there. A little wake-up call for Etma right in the center of the cage. As a goalie, sometimes you need that, though.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want to get too dry as a goalie. You know, you want to be able to get a couple shots here and there and stay fresh. If you get cold as a goaltender, I'm sure it's pretty hard to recover from that mentally and be as fast as you usually are in terms of physically.
Yeah, for Trine, I mean, they've gotten a couple pucks deep, so they've kept Etma active, interested in the game. But as these Bulldogs start to settle in, as they start to really push the attack and push the aggressiveness, Etma might see less and less. It's going to be harder to stay in the game. So shots like that hit them kind of square, easy to control, those pay big.
Owings passes up, finds Kaufman, center ice, crossing over the blue line here. Top of the circle, throws it on net. Goalie kicks that one away with these. Van Horn chasing the puck and the Trine player behind the net, and it's ended up given to McNair, and Kaufman will pitch up, find Van Horn, and McNair will gain it in the corner. Go to the close side here. Balsamo will chase, and it will be picked up by Van Horn, who's doing a great job of keep track of the puck and playing good position. And Trine throws another one on net, and Etma going to take a whistle for his team.
I know a big question coming into the year was where was this Bulldog attack going to come from after losing Thompson and some of that veteran presence that really led the scoring attack for these Bulldogs. But through 6 games, they've scored 23 goals. So I don't think they're missing anything offensively. With Yim taking over, Connor Armour coming back, stepping up. Dunn, always a big point getter for him.
Dunn, even as a defenseman, has 3 goals right now and 7 assists in season, and that's, as a defenseman to have that many goals it's not usual for defensemen to have good numbers in terms of goals, more so assists. But Dunn, like you said, Dunn is a player who steps up and is not afraid to play offensively. So
yeah, like we mentioned, a lot of shots that he gets on the power play, so a lot of looks, a lot of chances for him. I almost thought the Bulldogs are going to get away with an offsides there. I didn't know if the ref was going to catch it, but he did. Faceoff comes outside the Trine zone with 9:39 remaining here in the first period.
Montembeault will line up for the draw, and they'll turn that one up to Trine. Backneck will chase. Out there for the Bulldogs right now, you've got Montembeault, Backneck, Doman, Dunn, and Madej. Backneck chips up for Montembeault over the blue line, who will chip the puck in deep, and Doman will chase. Finds Montembeault far side. Escapes up to Dunn, who'll throw it on net, and the Thunder will recover that one. Dangerous little rebound there if the Bulldogs could have grabbed that. And the Thunder will try to escape. Instead, Doman will not allow it. Madej throws this one in. Backneck will chase into the far corner, use his body as usual to try and gain control. Finds Dunn's stick, but bounces outside of the blue line. And Madej will dump that in deep.
I love this deep pairing of Madej and Dunn. Madej's a very good stay-at-home defenseman. Not to say he can't jump up to the attack and that he's not good offensively, but he's so strong defensively that he frees up Dunn to go on those attacks.
Coy Kendall tries to get this one out, and the Trine will be off sides here as the puck did bounce out, according to the referee.
That was a close one. I thought it was right there on the blue line. It was a good effort by the defenseman to hold it in. Trying to set an awkward fluttering puck on Etma. Had it gone in, it wouldn't have counted it being offsides, but trying to put some pressure on Etma there.
The post throws the puck cross, and Coy Kendall will find the back of the net on a backdoor short side goal. And that was a real pretty pass from Vinny Post going one side to the other, and goalie just couldn't move over fast enough.
Yeah, that's a great pass, side to side. Young Jr. did his best to get there. Coy Kendall just slides that just over the pad, just under the arm. Kind of an awkward spot right into the back of the net. Bulldogs get a lead here. 8:20 remaining in the first.
That's going to be Trevor Coy Kendall's second goal of the year so far in 4 games. This is his 5th he's playing, so that's going to put him up to 4 points on the season. So Armour will carry the puck and over outside of his own zone through center ice, and he'll hold on to it, chip this one. Armour, as you said, missed a good portion of last year and good to see him back on the ice, and he's really making an impact this year for this Bulldogs team, I have to say.
Yeah, he had an ankle injury last year along with some other ailments. It's good to see him come back from that skating strong. Missed most of last year, like we said. He's definitely going to be a huge contributor down the stretch, especially as we get towards the big tournament time, being a big body forward the way he is.
And being a senior this year, it's really his year to shine, especially after missing his junior season. Balsamo in the corner couldn't hold on to that, so he drops it off for Boyd. Back door again, but Botrell couldn't find the back side of the net.
There.
Trine keeping him up.
All right, Mike.
So it gets thrown in, and Atma will not have to get out of this one, as Kaufman will chip this back.
Yeah, the freshman Botrell almost had a great backdoor goal, similar to Kuykendall's. Young junior got the toe on that one, as Botrell just couldn't get it up off the ice high enough.
Passed up to Van Horn, will take it on the far side. Throws this back down for Nico Kaufman. Owings will throw this back up to the blue line. Domian will take a high hit and attempt to get the puck out. He can't. Entma will corral this, find Owings. Sophomore here for the Bulldogs. Didn't play too much last year, but is becoming more of a presence on this team in the blue line. So good to see him growing as a player. It's thrown into the far corner. Van Horn couldn't hold on to it, so it finds a Thunder player's stick, and they'll carry it out of the zone. In comes the Thunder. A good look here. Entma standing tall and keeping that one out of the net.
Yeah, big saves there, as he had Alex Johansson bearing down on him. Two nice opportunities there. The first one off the pass right in the slot. The second one just trying to jam it through and under that pad. Atma does a good job of sealing against that post, keeping his leg down and keeping that puck out of the back of the net. That would have been huge for Trine to tie this game 1-0.
Montembeault will take the face-off and will throw this to the right, and we'll find Vinny Post, who will go off the glass and into center ice. And Trine will attempt to carry this out, but they cannot, initially anyway. Thanks to a done pinch, it'll find a Bulldog player's stick and end up in the defensive zone as they try to corral this. Dunn to Montembeault will dump this one in deep. And it'll be fought for up close up against the boards in front of the penalty boxes. And
we're going to start to see this physicality ramp up a little bit here. A little jostling there against the boards. Once the Bulldogs get a lead, they've got big enough bodies, and even their smaller guys aren't afraid to lay the body. They love to just wear down their opponents, dropping hit after hit after hit.
And to physically wear down a team is a really big thing to have on your side. And great save there. I think that caught a screen. I believe that was Montembeault's shot, and what looked like it could have got bounced in, but I think it, like I said, I think it caught a screen and bounced out to the far side. Nobody was there to put it in short side, or back door, I should say.
It looked like Post had gotten a piece of that shot, deflected it down.
Vinny Post, 6'2", 207-pound junior, is a very big body on the ice. So
great hands for a big guy too. Very adept at tipping that puck. He's definitely learned how to make his living in front of that net, being a screen and redirecting pucks into the back of the net.
4:59, just about 5 minutes left in first period of play. Draw to the left of the Thunder goaltender. Yim's going to line up for this. Kuykendall to his left, Bateson to his right, Cole Tarsi and Eller on the blue line. And Yim will win this draw. Cole Tarsi will take it back. Find Kuykendall in the corner. Is the Bulldogs' goal for the Knights. The Thunder will battle for it, but Kuykendall fighting strong. Small body, but he's definitely got the fight in him. So Kuykendall corralling the puck in the slot. Will try and find Yim, but cannot. Bateson will drop this one off. Yim catching a little bit of a hook, but nothing called of it.
A lot of bodies banging back door there.
And
I
goaltender.
think it was a good call by the ref to let that kind of tie up go. It looked like just their feet got tangled up, but you're definitely starting to see Trine try to answer that call physically, trying to get more hits, trying to hit back, trying to keep their feet more against these Bulldogs. As we get down to about 4.5 minutes left in the first, this is where you're going to start to see the tired legs show up at the end of each period, because you do wear down.
And something we see a lot here in Arrington is the teams who come in to play this Bulldogs squad, they tend to get frustrated and tired, and they just take silly, wrong, penalties that are just they're not smart penalties to take, and it puts their team down and gives the Bulldogs just another chance. Eller.
When you've been beaten, battered all day long, and you're trying to trail 1 goal, 2 goals, you're going to start to get outside yourself a little bit. That fatigue starts to change the mental process, and that's when the Bulldogs just thrive.
And it looks like we're
another penalty here.
This one's going to be to Trevor Boyd of the Bulldogs. Tripping call to Boyd. Boyd 6'2", according to the roster, 199 pounds. I'm sure he's actually 200, but
he wanted to stay under that 200 mark, so he asked him to put 199.
Bulldogs to the penalty kill here, and Yim's going to try and get this out. He cannot, so the Thunder will get a good look. And a beautiful shot blocking here between Bud Madej and Trevor Coy-Kendall.
You see 2 Bulldogs sell out right there to make the blocks on this penalty kill.
Another one right there with Brian Yim.
Good swat there by Coy-Kendall. Sends that puck all the way down the ice.
And
Trine had a pretty good setup there on the power play. Just all 3 of their shot attempts got blocked. Nothing was able to get through to Etma. Here's a good chance, and that pass gets blocked up.
And Kaufman will battle for it in the close corner here. And the Thunder will come up with this up to the blue line, kicked away, courtesy of Joshua Owings, and gets thrown back down. 1:09 left on the Bulldogs penalty. 3:14 left in the first period. And
I've seen 5 shot attempts by Trine on this power play, and none of them have gotten through to Entla yet. That will start to get frustrating here, and they're going to start to try to make the pretty play. Let's see if Trine can keep themselves from overthinking.
McNair will dump this one back down onto the Trine goaltender. 43 left on the kill for the Bulldogs as they try to escape this period, holding on to their 1-0 lead. Thunder carrying the puck. Speed over the blue line, poked away, courtesy of Joey Colatarsi. Eller pokes this one away. It ends up, I think that bounced off the referee. Ends up behind Entla's net, and the Thunder will hold on to this up to the blue line. D-to-D, a shot, a little high, and goes a little bit wide as well.
Looks like that puck got flat on him right at the last second.
Entma making a great save. I believe that went right face mask right down in between his pads, and
yeah, it looked like he was trying to go high short side there. That was Johansson again. I mean, we've seen him now with 3 of their shots on goal out of their 6.
So now if you're trying, how important is it to get out of this period, either evening up the game or not letting anything else up?
It's huge for Trine. I mean, to trail 1 goal at the end of the first, that's a big step in the right direction. You're hoping to not trail 2. You're hoping to capitalize on this power play, but with just 5 seconds remaining, that's looking unlikely.
A good chance here for the Thunder, and couldn't get a good look, and it's poked away. Boyd out of the box, 2-on-1. Could have been possible, but Thunder back checking did a great job there. Yim picks up the puck in the slot, wheels back. We'll find Kaufman, who will pass off. Marinelli throws this, or Madej, excuse me, throws this on net. And Van Horn will wheel this top of the circle into the slot, drops off to Kaufman. We'll have to fight off a Thunder forechecker, and gets thrown back in deep. Madej will chase into his own end of the ice, and fresh legs for the Bulldogs. Final minute 30 of the first. Armour carrying the puck over the blue line, and it's picked off, and the Thunder will hold on to that and seek to get out. Owings picks that up in neutral ice. Bottrell will dump the puck, find Doman, who will drop that one off, try and find Armour, but couldn't. He gets thrown up, and player almost looked like he dove over Max Doman's stick.
Yeah, that was, I think the Bulldogs got away with doing there. Doman kind of threw a hip check into him when he didn't have the puck. You can tell he's a little shaken up. Might have taken that one right to the hip pointer.
Those are never fun.
And then the icing keeps him on the ice, so that doesn't help.
Armour will take the face off and encroach this one behind the Thunder net. Dunn keeps this in the zone. Final minute of the period. And drop back off to Connor Armour. Bottom corner of the zone here. Close side for us up here in the booth. Up to Eller, cross for Dunn, who will dump this to the slot and will be battled for. Armour back down to Dunn to Eller, who will throw one, and goalie making a huge save through a couple of screens.
To be honest, I thought they had a chance of going. Eller put that just above the pad height. It's stuck through probably about 3 or 4 sets of legs. That's a great job by Young Jr. to track that puck and catch it.
And it's great tracking, and like you said, just to be able to keep an eye on where that puck is through a couple screens and just be aware is huge for that goalie to have. And Thunder will chip this up the boards, and puck will not get out of the zone initially. Coy Kendall keeps this in, dumps it into the corner. 30 seconds left. The Thunder will dump this, and Dunn will once again keep this in. It's thrown back just shy of being on net, and now the Thunder will finally escape their own zone. Dunn battling for it. Will kick this out, find Vinny Post. Coy Kendall will take this back in. Find Post on a pass, who will dump this. There's 8 seconds left in the first period.
Trine just going to eat this puck, eat up that final couple seconds of the clock, get out of this period only trailing 1-0.
That's going to do it for the first period. Now, Drake, what do you think? Give me 3 things Trine needs to adjust in the locker room to come out and try and even up the score in the second period.
I think they got to try to push the pace a little bit. I know the Bulldogs are fast. Trine's got to find it in their legs to try to get things going. Maybe look to get away from the dump and chase a little bit, look for more possession, but they got to get shots to the net. That's the most important thing to them. They finished with 6 shots on goal that period. I saw probably about 15, maybe 20 shot attempts, but they got to get them to the net and on net.
Goes without saying is it's very something they say with younger hockey players a lot. If you're not going to shoot the puck, you're not going to win games. You're not going to score goals. So just to have 6 shots on net after first period is a lower margin. In this building, it's hard to do that against this team. But I think they definitely have They have more they could give. Trine. I think they definitely got more gas in the tank, more effort they can put out. And I think if they can somehow find a way to crack the solid Bulldog defensive core and get around the screens and the shot blocks, I think they could have a good chance. And this game could even be tied if it wasn't for all those shot blocks.
Yeah, I don't think Trine's problem was unwillingness to take shots. Like I said, I probably saw about 15, 20 shot attempts. The problem is they just got to get them on net. They got to get them through screens. Got to make a defender miss here and there.
And that's going to do it for us for the first period. We're going to take a brief, about 15-minute break, and we'll return very shortly before the second period. Hello and welcome back to the beautiful Arrington Ice Arena, where we're gearing up for the second period of action here, where the Adrian College men's NCAA Bulldogs team currently lead the Trine Thunder 1-0 heading into the second period of play. Nick Rizzo alongside my wonderful partner Drake Cagle. And Drake, what are you looking for from Trine to start the second period off strong?
I look for them to try to bring that a little bit more jump here. Definitely going to look to get a little bit more possession. Their biggest key, like I said, at the end of the first period, get shots on goal.
They need to find a way to crack this Bulldogs defense. I definitely think that's a big one. They need to find a way to get them out of place, get their shot blocks off, so they don't have to block, so they're getting around the defense and trying to get stuff on net, like you said, is a big thing for them to try and even up the score.
Yeah, I mean, this Bulldog defense is very hard to get out of position. Your biggest bet is forcing a turnover, jumping on it quick, creating some kind of mistake.
The Trine wins the initial face-off, and it goes into the far corner on the Trine side of the ice. And Petrell in there in the corner alongside Connor Armour, who throws this up to the blue line. Kaufman throws one on net, and the Trine Thunder shin pad, courtesy of one of their players, kicks that one away. Goes back down onto Emma's end, and Kaufman will also be the first man there. However, Owings will pick this up, give it to Bottrell, and find Kaufman on the way out of the zone. Petrell carrying the puck, drops off for Armour, throws on net. Goalie catches his own rebound, and the score stays 1-0. And as we saw at the end of the last period, physicality started to heat up a little bit. A couple more hits, a couple penalties were taken from both ends of the ice. I think we're just going to continue to see it as players get tired and as Trine becomes more desperate to try and even up the game.
Yeah, I think as long as it stays 1-0, though, Trine won't get too far outside of themselves. If it stretches to 2-3-0, then you're going to see Trine trying to get a little bit more chippy, trying to get the Bulldogs to retaliate. And it's usually a fine line between drawing a penalty yourself and trying to get the other team to take a penalty.
Good chance here from the Bulldogs they just had, and the Trine goaltender standing strong in his crease. And Balsamo will take this face-off. Balsamo wins it. So
Bulldogs doing what Trine was hoping to do early, getting quite a few shots on goal here. Trine's got to look to clog those lanes up into the middle. And when the defensemen for Adrian look to shoot, Trine has got to get in those lanes, start blocking some shots here instead of letting them get through so much traffic, because eventually one will sneak by.
Trine carrying the puck over the blue line, playing a little bit of chip and chase. Dunn will recoil that and find his partner. And he gets thrown back up to Dunn. Balsamo carrying over the blue line. A little bit of a break. He wheels around, and the Trine goaltender standing strong as he came out of his crease and went one side of the post to the other to keep that one out of it behind him.
Good save by Young Jr. there. Comes out, challenges Balsamo, knowing that he's still trying to split those defensemen a little bit, knowing that he's allowed to be aggressive because Balsamo won't have complete control. But great job by Balsamo there, creating an opportunity out of what looked like nothing.
Yim wins this back to Eller. Eller takes a blind, a little bit of a snake eye shot as he was looking at Cole Tarsi to try to get a shot or a pass off, but took a blind one. And the Thunder will pick this up behind their goalie, and chip up. Eller can't keep that in. He won't get there, so he'll be thrown all the way down ice.
Yeah, that Eller shot once again came through traffic, got through. No one got a block on it for Trine. Like I was saying, they got to start blocking those because they'll get harder and harder to see for Young Jr. as this game continues.
Atma coming out of his crease to keep that, and he'll pass off, and actually thinking hit a Trine player and knocked him to his feet.
Shot it so hard off his skate, it took him out.
So Yim passes up for Grant Bateson. Bateson carrying over the blue line. Yim will pick this one up between his legs, throws on net, and goalie will hold on to that. And another strong save from him.
Yeah, a little nifty move by Yim there, going behind the back and between the legs to protect that puck away from the defender, give himself a little bit of space to get that shot off.
And Brian Yim is one of the more prettier players in terms of how he handles the puck on this team. Yim can really make any kind of shot and any kind of chance work, whether it's a backhand between the legs, a wraparound like we saw in the last game, or a short side. He really can put the puck in from pretty much anywhere on the ice, and he's real fancy when he does it.
Yeah, Yim spends a lot of time working on his stick handling skills. Works on understanding where that puck's going to be so he's not with his head down. He's able to constantly keep his head up looking for pass options and looking to catch the goalie just a little bit off his angle, and will take that shot. He's not afraid to.
The draw will come to the right or the left of the goaltender for Trine. Montembeau taking the draw, back neck and post to his sides. Owings and Kaufman behind him. Montembeau drops the puck off to Owings behind him, throws it on net, catches a Trine player, and ends up in the glove of the goaltender. Michael.
I'd say good block by Trine defender there, but he got caught facing the other way. He was in a good enough position where it hit him. But a goalie appreciates that. I mean, any shot coming from that far out to that many bodies, if it hits you and goes behind the net, you're happy with it.
Lines will stay the same for the Bulldogs. Same strategy. One back to Owings, to Kaufman, back to Owings, throws it on net through a couple screens, and the goalie holds on to that through a scramble. I think initially, yep, as we see on the replay, initially he didn't have that. I think it hit a body and came down just in front of him, but grabbed a hold of it and got his team another whistle.
Yeah, it looked like Post maybe got a couple extra whacks there, maybe took a little bit of exception to the late whistle by the ref.
And Trine will take this draw and still turn it over as the Bulldogs. Doman will carry the puck and he'll shoot, and Trine goalie yet again will keep this one out from the same side and same.
Yeah, Bulldogs already up to 23 shots on goal. We're only 2 minutes, 42 seconds into this second period. They are just peppering this kid and net for Trine.
Montembeau once again taking the face-off, will win it. Doman will drop the puck, look for a cross, but couldn't find anybody. Madej will chip this one in deep. Montembeau rings the post, and it'll find itself back up to the Bulldog blue line and then back down to the hash marks. And finds Bud Madej off the glass, looking for Doman. Doman will find Montembeau, who will take a body check. Post will fight for it. Finds Montembeau in front, and then finds, I believe that's Doman again who had it, and then found Dunn on the second opportunity. Doman will try to get it up to the blue line, but a pinch.
Great pinch there by Madej to hold that puck in.
A good look from Doman again as well, and gets finally dumped out of the zone courtesy of a Trine player. Bottrell will skate the puck behind Etma and drop it off for Madej. As you said, great defensive work from Madej so far in this game, and you mentioned earlier the pairing of him and Corey Dunn. Dunn is not afraid to pinch up, and Madej is very much a stay-at-home defenseman, which is a very good asset to have somebody constantly at the blue line.
Yeah, I mean, that play right there was a perfect example of the Bulldogs having trust in their offensive players playing defense. Dunn had pinched, and Madej had pinched. I mean, it left two forwards as the last two back, and they easily were able to clutch it in their own end and regroup there.
So we're going to get a face-off.
Offside here brings the face-off outside the Bulldog zone with 15:57 remaining here in the second period.
Just in front of the Trine bench, Dino Balsamo will take the face-off, has Van Horn and McNair with him. And on the blue line, you've got Eller and Coltarsi. Coltarsi will chase the puck. Etmo will feed that off to Eller. Up the boards, tries to find McNair. Instead finds Trine defenseman. Coltarsi dumps this one down. Balsamo will be the first one to get there. However, the Trine goaltender will keep that one out.
Smart play by Van Horn there. Knew the goalie wasn't all the way back and set. Threw it on net from the post, forced Young to make an awkward save.
Trine carrying over the blue line. Eller will try and battle that one off. It finds Etma. Player throwing a couple of different bounces. Etma had that was a strange save for Etma. Went off his head and he kept bouncing it up, trying to go over Etma. But Etma's still standing strong.
We got credit for one shot on goal according to the scoreboard up there.
I think there was like 2 or 3 there.
I think there was about 3 or 4.
Yeah.
With how many deflections we saw getting smacked out of the air right at Etla. Etla did a good job of just staying square, trusting his positioning, cut that puck out of the net.
Great example of beautiful hand-eye coordination from the Bulldogs goaltender.
I think offensively, Trine had about 2 or 3 baseball swings at that puck, trying to knock it in. Just couldn't get it high enough to get it over Etla.
Kaufman chips this up, finds Coy Kendall, who will look for and find Yim. Dumps this in below the blue line. Bateson will chase. Bateson kicks that one away. Owings will throw this one on net just wide. Kaufman will pick this up on the far side, dump it up the boards. And Coy Kendall, with 1 goal already tonight, will find the puck, drop off to Owings, to Kaufman, who'll throw this on net. And I think that hit the bar, the bottom of the post, I should say. And it'll be battled for back up for Kaufman. Dumps down low, poked away by a Trine player. Coy Kendall will pick up on the bad breakout.
You're really starting to see this Bulldog speed become an issue for Trine. They're having a really hard time collecting any type of extended possession. Having a hard time clearing their own end for the most part. And this Bulldog team is just starting to ramp up this pressure as this game goes along.
Bateson throws this one in. Thunder will pick it up and it'll be popped out. As you said, Trine really can't keep up with the speed and the accuracy of this Bulldogs team so far. Montembeau carrying the puck, wheeling around, throws in front. Nobody was in the slot to put that one away. Dunn.
Yeah, it looked like post had been shoved kind of deep into that crease. Had he been able to hold off that defender, it might have landed right on his stick. It was a good look. Unfortunately, no one home there to collect it.
And the Thunder will ice the puck as Madej is the first and only player to get down ice.
Yeah, you can see these Trine players, hands on their knees, trying to catch their breath.
Long
forced
shift.
to ice the puck there because of this Bulldog pressure. And the more times they have to ice the puck, the longer they're stuck out there.
More mistakes they'll make.
The more those lungs will start to burn.
Post will take this face off for the Bulldogs. Has Backnack and Doman on his sides.
That was a smart play there by Johansson. Trying to jump the draw, got a little bit of a delay. Trying to give his players a second more to catch their breath, knowing that the Bulldogs were deep in their end. Puck gets deflected up and out of play, so now they can get fresh legs out there. That's huge for Trine.
And same line stays out for the Bulldogs. Doman, Post, and Backnack. On the blue line, you've got Dunn and Madej. And it looks like the referees actually lost that puck, so they'll run over to the referee box and get another one.
The puck could have just been a little bit beat up. Trying to keep the pucks as fresh as possible. When they get really beat up, you start to see a lot of hops and jumps, and
Different.
makes this game just really ugly. Big hit there behind the net by Post.
And thrown back up front. Backnack elbow down. No call on that one. Trine will dump this one in as soon as they get the red line. Etma will battle it off. And Chip finds Doman in neutral ice and then finds Trine. Dunn will pick up the loose change on the bad turn for the Thunder. In the Bulldog zone, it's battled for in the corner, and Doman will be the first one there. Finds Dunn, who will drop back for Madej so they can get a bit of a play going. He'll go look for a cross-ice pass for Doman. Couldn't find him. Madej jumps the puck and couldn't hold on to it. Was Trevor Boyd.
Miscommunication where you see two Bulldogs in the same place, unable to decide which one of them was going to catch that pass.
Trevor Boyd dumps this one back down low for Dunn. Finds Bottrell. Will dump this one down. Try to find Boyd. Boyd recoils back, buys some more space. Dunn gets the red line and tries to find Bottrell, but couldn't. Boyd with control finds Bottrell and the goalie standing tall. And it's poked away, courtesy of a Thunder skater. And Armour will carry the puck, drop back down. We'll find Bottrell yet again in neutral ice. Bottrell, a leg-on-leg hit there, and up against his bench. Trine will carry this in. He gets thrown on Etma. Etma will hold on.
Etma was looking to play that there just for a second, realized that there was actually a Trine player deep, covered it up. Trine quickly goes for a change.
Shots 26-7 in favor of the leading home team. 12:07 left in second period of action, almost halfway through regulation.
Got to give a lot of credit to this Trine goaltender. I mean, 26 shots on goal. A lot of them have been through traffic, a lot of them in the danger zones too. And he's been able to hold them off.
Colatarsi up the Van Horn will find Balsamo over the blue line. Balsamo tries to go off the boards and do himself. Finds McNair, finds Boyd, who finds the goaltender's pads, and then goes up to the blue line. Gets dumped by Matt Eller. Van Horn will dump this back down. Find McNair. Van Horn will pick it up. McNair threw a couple players' feet. There's a little bit of a scramble for the puck. Van Horn throws this one on, just wide.
Another puck through a lot of bodies that didn't touch anything. Went just wide of the net there. These Bulldogs really good at finding the tight little seams to put that puck through.
Balsamo with the puck below the goal line. He'll wheel this around, and Trine tries to escape the zone, but Joey Gold-Tarsi kept that. He'll pick up the puck up beside the boards here. McNair will carry and then dump below the goal line again. Balsamo carrying. Tries to make a spin and throw it on, and Owings will keep that in as the Trine tries to clear it.
These Bulldogs have had a stretch of probably close to 2 minutes here of just complete possession in the Trine zone. You can see these Trine defenders just kind of starting to cruise around the defensive zone, just hoping possession falls on their stick so they can clear it.
Gold-Tarsi throwing this on net, caught the goalie's block, or stick I should say, and kicked on down, and Trine almost escaped the zone.
Yeah, this long change is really starting to take its toll here on Trine as the Bulldogs continue to rotate fresh legs as they're now closing in on probably about 3 minutes or so, just pure possession in this Trine end.
And Trine finally dumping the puck, and they will. No, it's not. It's on net, so there's no icing. They'll dump it back in. Bateson picks it up.
Ability to play the puck kept the Trine defenders trapped, but that long pass, Trine was able to get 2 or 3 forwards out there. But the defenseman, because of that quick thinking by Etma and the long pass, forced them to have to hold deep in their end.
And Trine dumps the puck and ices it once more, so these newly fresh legs out for Trine won't be able to escape yet, as we're literally halfway through regulation. Shots.
Yeah, I'm watching this Trine bench to see if this coach is thinking about taking his time out here, knowing his defensemen have just got to be completely out of gas.
Not looking like he's going to take that timeout. Montembeault wins the draw. Back to Dunn. The blue line throws this through a couple screens, finds Thunder's stick, and will chip out. Madej will chase, and once again, Trine ices the puck. Linesman preventing a change.
Yeah, you saw the 3 Trine players who were stuck on the ice.
They went right to the bench.
They were struggling to find any type of gas in their legs to even make it to the bench before that icing was called.
Montembeault will take the draw again. Win it back for Dunn. And Dunn will dump this, catches a stick, and Bulldogs will try and hold on. They can't. Trine will pick it up off the boards and down. And they once again ice the puck, and Trine still cannot get a change in.
I'll say this, though, the more icing that they string together quickly like this, they're able to start to catch their breath just a little bit. I mean, their legs are still going to be burning from being stuck
But
out there.
they're getting these couple second, 10-second, 20-second breaks, try and refuel and get a little, get the cramps out and try and get yourself loose still.
Try and snuff their defenders off right there. They've got fresh defensive legs. The only person left from that couple icings there is that center number 10. Krug having some words for the refs, knowing that there's a couple defensemen. I think number 6 had been out there for Trine this whole time. He got snuck himself onto the bench. Smart move by Trine there. Take advantage where you can.
Betrell had a beautiful saucer pass to Dunn, who went down low and found Betrell once again, just short side. Couldn't get a shot off, though. Armour carrying the puck top of the circle, finds Dunn close side, finds Armour in the slot, a shot through a couple pads, couldn't pick up his own rebound. Trine will dump this one all the way down, and that will not go for icing, and the Trine full send change for Trine. Only one player didn't. And long pass, Betrell couldn't hold on to it, so Trine will pick this up in their own end and attempt to get a chance, probably their first chance in the second period here. They throw it on net. Almost a good look, but the Trine couldn't hold on to it.
That's where Trine's got to make their living, right there on the counterattack.
And Trine carrying the puck, throws it on, and Etma blocked that one off. And another shot just wide of the net.
Yeah, that's Carmine Taffo, number 7 for Trine there, who created both those opportunities. Both shots created rebounds. Trine just got to get someone in the center to pick those up.
And Bulldogs now going for a change, getting the puck in deep, goes all the way down ice. Trine will pick this up. Gold-Tarsi kept that one away. Balsamo couldn't hold on to that in center ice, so gets dumped in. Etma will hold on to that. Gold-Tarsi will pick it up. 8:11 left in the second period of regulation. Gold-Tarsi waiting for a bite from this forechecker. Instead, will pass to Balsamo. Sauces it up to Van Horn. And Balsamo tripped up, and looks like we're going to get a penalty. Number 22 for Trine.
Yeah, call for interference there on Trine. Looks like it's on Gary Halford.
That was interesting because we saw him take a stumble and then we saw him pull Balsamo down with him.
Oh yeah, he wrapped his legs around Balsamo
and wouldn't let him go.
Unfortunately for him, the ref was watching. I mean, a common thought in hockey is if you're not getting away with something, you're not trying.
Yep.
Helper tried to get away with something there, but didn't realize the backside ref had an eye right on him.
But Balsamo couldn't get that draw. Trine will win it. Dunn momentarily pinches up, but then falls back. Has Yim with him on the defensive end. Atma holding on to that for just a split second too long. Ref blew it dead. And out there on this power play for the Bulldogs, you've got Balsamo, Yim, Van Horn, McNair, and Dunn.
Dunn on that play got caught in a weird position of wanting to pinch but not being able to. Did a good job of keeping himself in front of that attacker and forced the dump in.
Balsamo taking the draw, wins it to his left for Yim. Dunn will carry behind his own net. Fake pass, instead drops back to Yim, finds Balsamo with speed over the blue line, down low. And he'll go close side up the boards to Yim, blue line to Dunn, D to D. Will find McNair, throws it on net, and Yim wasn't close enough to get that second shot off. Balsamo behind, tried to go for the pretty shot, and Balsamo throws this and finds Dunn at the blue line. Dunn throws this one on, hits a helmet of a player.
He's a little bit shaken up. You can see number 5 for Trine kind of hunched over. Shot went hard off his helmet.
Yeah, that one had to shake him up. Balsamo couldn't hold on, couldn't keep that down, goes into the netting. Yeah, number 5's feeling that one. And that went directly into his head. And referee's talking to him, so hope he's all right.
Yeah, Dante Suffredini for Trine. Push Balsamo into his own goaltender. Not a smart move. Your goaltender's already working hard enough for you as it is. Try to keep bodies off of him.
And he's going straight to the locker room.
What's going on with number 5 there, Ben Lau?
He
struggled to get off the ice.
He actually fell over as soon as he got onto the bench, so yeah, he's going to the locker room. Hope he's all right.
I mean, we know that puck went off his head. Maybe he took a slash to the leg. With the way he was moving around, it looked like he was harboring a lower body injury, but it could just be so dizzy and so shaken up from that shot to the head. We can only hope that it's not a concussion. But we'll keep an eye to see if he returns in this game.
Luttrell with the puck. Can't corral it for a shot. Cole Tarsi throws on net and goes just over. 27 seconds left on the power play for the Bulldogs. And
27 seconds left on the power play for the Bulldogs. Look for them to try to create something right here off the draw. They've had a good job. They've had great opportunities winning the faceoffs in the offensive zone, having a hard time bearing down to win some of these defensive draws. Balsamo, a great offensive center, wins it back to Dunn.
And Dunn carrying at the blue line, drops back down low. Balsamo to Van Horn off the goalie.
That was definitely a set play there by the Bulldogs. He came up, came back down. Van Horn was looping around right into that open spot in the ice.
And bad break defensively here for the Bulldogs. Trine not going to be able to escape. And actually, Bulldogs are going to get a hooking call, and that's going to be Corey Dunn that goes to the box.
That's an even up call right there.
That is.
You called one on Trine.
Got to call one on the Bulldogs, even it up.
Dunn, I thought he lifted his stick pretty clean, was able to reach around, poke that puck loose. Ref calls it a hook. It was close, but he's trying to keep this game even, trying to keep control. Doesn't want this game to get too one-sided.
And so draw will come to the right of Kevin Etma. 6 seconds on the...
4 on 4 for 6 seconds here with 6:04 remaining here in the second. And then Trine will go on an augmented power play.
So Trine will finish the kill here. Gets thrown out to the zone. Trine will recover. Carried into their own end. And Montembeault will pick that pass off. Drop back down to Bud Madej in his own end. Off the boards, looking for Bateson. Bateson will win the race. Forechecking effort from the Bulldogs strong. Montembeault will battle for that up against the corner. Try and kill some time off of this penalty.
Yeah, the Thunder can't relax just because they're on the power play here. These Bulldogs are not afraid to push it, even though they're on a penalty kill, because they know they've got enough speed to get back. They know they have great defenders, and they have ultimate confidence in Etma that there's the final level of defense.
Kaufman couldn't hold on to that. Trine finds it. Wheeling it down, top of the circle, back down below the goal line, hash marks. He'll wheel around down low. Kaufman will find Bateson. Bateson off the boards and down in deep. Coy Kendall will chase. And an active forechecker he is. Thunder will carry out of their own end and dump this one off the boards. Thunder will carry into the corner. Corner to corner here on the close side circle at the hash marks.
Had an opportunity to move it up high there for a possible shot with a lot of bodies down low. Decided to pass it up. And it might cost them. Oh,
a good
loose.
Penalty coming up here, and it's going to be, I believe that's cross-checking.
It looks like it's going to be on the Bulldogs.
Looks like it's going to be on Brian Yim.
It's going to be on Brian Yim.
5-on-3 power play for Trine for 30 seconds. Now,
this is Trine's opportunity right here to tie this game up.
They're going to look to capitalize, like you said. This is probably the best chance they're going to get to tie this game up. They're going to spend most of the rest of the second period on the man advantage.
Yeah, they'll have about 2.5 minutes of 5-on-5 hockey, barring any more penalties down the stretch. But Trine on a 5-on-3 here, a lot of open ice. And right away, the first shot goes off the stick, up and out of play.
Right into the rafters.
Trine has only been able to muster 2 shots on goal in this period officially. And right there, another shot blocked on a Trine power play.
So out for the Bulldogs on this 5-on-3, you've got Connor Armour, Matt Eller, and Michael Montambo. Trine at the blue line, they'll go D to D and cycle over drop shots and went down low for Entma and couldn't get behind him. On the far side, go close. Entma will hold on to that and corral it. 4 seconds left on the Dunn penalty. I'm sure we're going to see Dunn stay on the ice to act defensively. Cole Tarsi now coming off the bench for the Bulldogs, along with Balsamo.
Trine had 2 good opportunities there, and they missed on both. The first, the one-timer backdoor that missed wide of the net. The second one, he tried to make that pass through the low defender. Would have had a good opportunity backdoor, but when it got blocked and came back to him, he was not able to get a stick on it and try to throw it on net with Entma out of position.
So Dunn out of the box, stays on the ice like I predicted. Armour will dump this. It will get out of the zone. Trine will have to recoil. We've got Balsamo, Dunn, Colatarsi, and Armour out there. Trine carrying the puck with speed, forehand, backhand, and couldn't get a shot off as he crossed the crease. Got dumped in. Got dumped in deep. Trine goaltender comes out to play it. Final minute on the man down for the Bulldogs. 3:33 left in second period action. Trine dumps this in. And Entma will drop that back for Kaufman, who finds Dunn and dumps this one in deep.
That was a smart play by Entma there. Stopped the puck behind the net. Had a chance to maybe rim it around, but realized his helping defender was behind him. And just kind of drops it off and let his defender make the play.
Trine receding into their own zone. Will go through and into the offensive zone. Far corner, Kaufman will chase for the Bulldogs. Madej as well down there. 25 seconds left on the kill for the Bulldogs. Blue line, D to D pass. Trine pinches up, top of the circle. Far side, right wing boards. And it's battled for and still thrown up against the boards. 12 seconds left on the kill. D to D pass, a wire, and finds the slot, but they can't get a shot off. And McNair, another chance that Trine cannot pull the trigger on, and the Bulldogs have survived the 5-on-3, and now we're back to full strength. So Trine failing to capitalize, and now they're going to be heading to the penalty box. Van Horn carrying the puck, poked away, but Kaufman retains. Kaufman is dumped down as well, and I don't know if we're going to see 1 or 2 penalties here.
Most likely just going to be one.
One, yep.
But it looked like there was possibly a
What could have been a second right here with a little bit of a hook.
Yeah, with 2:15 left in the period, Bulldogs will go on the power play. Trine only able to muster 2 shots on goal during that whole 5-on-3 and then power play stretch right there.
Failed to capitalize, and now they're out to kill. This is not a look that Trine wants to finish the second period.
Yeah, Trine's gonna put maybe 1 more shot on goal, maybe 2 to match their first period total of 6. I mean, unfortunately for Trine, you're not going to beat these Bulldogs with only 6 shots a period on net. You got to put more pressure on Etma.
And right now for the Bulldogs, you've got Armour, Doman, Betrell, Kolatarsi, and Boyd. Armour finds Doman, but couldn't find the back of the net. Armour, top of the zone, will peel in, go down low, and look for a slot pass. He finds one, but Trine picks that off, and they'll escape, dump all the way down Etma, coming far out of his crease to stop that one. Gives off to Kolatarsi. Trine goes for a change.
I think that was a play where Armour had a chance to shoot himself, tried to get a little fancy. I think that's a product of how well Young Jr. has played. He's forced these Bulldogs to think not about just taking the shot, but trying to make the extra play, trying to go the extra mile, fine-tuning maybe a little too much.
Balsamo had a great look there as he went right over a defenseman who had just fallen down. He jumped right over him and still somehow corralled the shot on bad footing, and it sounded like it hit a little bit of post and went up into the netting.
Yeah, it looked like he off balance, trying to look for that top corner, sends it high and wide off the crossbar. Again, another example of a guy trying to fine-tune it. If you're off balance like that, sometimes just keep it low, try to look for the rebound, but try to fine-tune, try to get the pretty goal. And that's why this game's still 1-0.
McNair carries the puck and the hash marks down low, finds Balsamo in the slot, trying to find Van Horn instead. Finds Trine, dump down Etma. Going to pass this up to Dunn. 48 seconds left on the power play for the home team. Final minute of the period, Dunn carries, finds McNair, who is going to wheel it back down low for Balsamo. Balsamo pinches up, drops off to Dunn, who will dump this back down for Yim. Wheels around. Yim, who had the overtime winner and a goal in the last game, passes up, and Dunn couldn't fire that one behind the goalie.
Yeah, great one-timer there by Dunn. Through traffic, gets right through the legs of the Trine defender. But good job by Young to kick that puck away.
Dunn finds McNair, 30 on the clock, 15 on the power play. And finds Balsamo. Balsamo caught a little bit of a hook, but passed down to Yim. Yim carries the hash marks, finds McNair. McNair to Yim, back to McNair, wheels around the front side, and it gets corralled and dumped back in. Trine is even. Etma is going to carry the puck behind his own net, drop off for Dunn. 5 seconds on the clock, and it gets dumped in. Balsamo can't keep his footing, no icing, and that's going to do it for the second period. Now, Drake, we said at the end of the first that Trine needed to get some more shots, and they haven't really done a good job of that as they didn't even match their first period total. What do you think their coach is going to tell them heading into the locker room for the final intermission?
You know, this period intermission break, I think their whole goal is going to be to get possession. They didn't put up as many shots in the first, but they didn't have nearly as much possession as in the first.
You know, I agree. I think I said it last period. I think Trine has more to give. I definitely think they're not skating as fast as they can. Yes, they're having long shifts. Yes, they're tired. Yes, they're playing against a very aggressive and defensively talented Bulldog squad. But I think Trine has more left in the tank to give. I think they can come out with speed. They can get a couple of good early shots, maybe a couple of good chances. And if they can just find a way to, again, correct that defense, I think they'll have a good chance to even up this game. It's still only a one-goal game. You've got another 20 minutes at least. If you tie the game, you're looking at another 5. It's not unheard of for Trine to be able to come back and win this game. So
no, not at all. I think Trine's biggest thing is understanding, okay, we might not be able to keep up with them, but we need to move the puck better.
You know, I agree, and we're going to take a quick break as you guys can enjoy the U.S. figure skating team here at Adrian, and we'll be back in about 18 minutes before the start of the third.
I'm one. Turn one up.
All right, hello and welcome back to the Arrington Ice Arena. We're getting ready for the third period of action where the Adrian College NCAA Bulldogs lead Trine University 1-0. And they already messed up the clock as it said 1959.
We got it fixed.
Alongside my wonderful partner Drake. Hey, go Drake. What do we need from Trine to even this game up?
Trine's got to get aggressive. They've got to push any type of pace here.
I think
here's a good opportunity for them on this rush.
Emma making a good save to start the period off. And like you said, I think they just need to make a really good push to start. That's a good start. Getting some shots on net is a big thing for them.
Yeah, like I said at the end of the second, their biggest thing is puck possession. They know they're not going to keep up with the pace of the Bulldogs, especially with how much that second period wore them down. But they've got to get better possession. They've got to make better passes, try to limit the dump and chase a little bit, and try to see if they could get any type of opportunity in the slot.
Scrambled for a blue liner, throws the puck on net, and loose change picked up by Boyd, dropped off to Betrell, who exits the zone, down, throws it in deep. And Day will chase Betrell with him up against the board. Trine will take it deeper into their zone for a moment before Betrell rallies and carries the puck. Boyd throws this, catches a high hit, no call. Dunn winds up and goes off of the screen. Boyd will battle a Thunder player for it. Dunn to Madej, throws this through a screen.
That one went off the top of someone's back and up over the net.
It'll be battled for Boyd, throwing that one on net. Madej will pinch up but can't keep it in. Dunn will have to recover for him. We were corrected at the end of the period when we said that Trine didn't match their second period shots. They did, as their shots, the shot clock sits at 33-13 in favor of the leading home team.
Yeah, at the intermission they announced that they adjusted the shots to 6 for Trine, which matched their first period output. I think it was that scrum in front of the net where they got a couple whacks. There was a couple missed shots. So face-off here comes down to the blocker side of Emma. Good chance for Trine if they can win this face-off.
Balsamo wins it back. It gets taken into the corner. And back below Etma, Cole-Tarsi will chase Van Horn with him. Eller now picking up the puck, getting down to his partner Cole-Tarsi up to McNair. And Trine throwing one on net. Etma patting that one away with ease. Blue liner throws it on, catches a deflection, but over Etma's back.
That was a good opportunity there by Trine. A good shot from the point. Good job getting a body up to the front of the net and getting the deflection on that puck. Just a little high and over the net, but it's showing Trine trying to get creative here and trying to make something happen.
So Kaufman carrying the puck below the goal line up to Bateson, who was looking for Balsamo on the out. Couldn't find him. Gets dumped down low. Cole-Tarsi dumping that one a little bit. Bateson will chase. Trine will get there first. And Bateson and McNair on a good forecheck here. McNair is going to chase behind the goalie for Trine. McNair picks up, turns it over momentarily. Trine will retain possession and dump in deep. Kaufman will wheel on his backhand up the boards and look for Yim, picked off by a Thunder skater. And Trine throws that one on net, can't find below Etma, and a bouncing shot from the blue line bounces off, I think it was Yim's shin pad. And
yeah, that was Suffredini who tried to come flying down the board trying to hold that puck in while unleashing a slap shot. I don't think he got everything on it. It also went off Yim and right back out of the zone, so wasn't exactly the smartest play there for the Thunder.
Up at the blue line, Madej will battle for it for the Bulldogs. Down there with him is Coy Kendall. And Yim carries the puck in the slot. A shot finds the back of the net, lights the lamp, and that's going to put the Bulldogs up 2-0. Courtesy of Brian Yim.
Yeah, Yim matches that goal of game status there with his 7th on the season and their 7th game. Great job creating space in the slot. Rips a shot backside blocker.
As we saw from the replay on the video board and on the stream, Yim just picked that corner right over the shoulder of the Trine goaltender. Nothing he could have done about that.
Yeah, they gave Yim a little too much time walking across the slot. When you give a guy who has as much shooting power and accuracy as Yim, that's going to cost you.
Back net carrying, throws this on, and goalie holds on to that one.
Another awkward little save there. That was kind of right on the hip. Young had to really tighten down to hold on to that puck. But the Bulldogs taking a 2-0 lead here with 16:38 remaining. Puts a lot of pressure on Trine to start to get something going right now.
Montembeau takes the face-off for the Bulldogs. Montembeau drops to the left. The back net couldn't hold on to it. Trine will exit the zone. Madej couldn't keep it in. He'll have to fall back. And one side, Dunn carrying behind his own net. Wheels back to Montembeau. Montembeau up the boards, finds back net. Can't exit the zone. Instead, will recoil down low for Madej. Finds Dunn on the end. Turns over to Trine. 3-on-2 forming and throws it on net and way up into the rafters.
Yeah, waiting too long to take that shot, hoping they get too close to the net before unleashing that one. It's deflected up over. As a Thunder player, you've got to know that these Bulldogs have been in your lanes all day long. Got to make a quicker decision than that.
Drop back. Eller will throw this one up and try to find Bottrell. Can't. Thrown on net. Entma kicks that one away. Boyd will pick it up. Boyd dumps out of the zone. Looking for Bottrell, couldn't find him. The Thunder carry down low and now facing a 2-0 deficit. 15:50 left in regulation. Shots 35-15 in favor of the leading home team. Bottrell throwing a pass that went off of a referee's skates. And Kolatarsi seemingly hand pass to himself, I think is what that was. Maybe it was an offsides, I couldn't quite see.
Yeah, the ref ruled that even though he knocked it out of the air, he had knocked it out behind the blue line. They realized it wasn't the hand pass, but it was still offside all the same.
Armour will take the face-off. Basin to his right, Boyd to his left. Eller, Kolatarsi behind him. Eller, Kolatarsi looking for a dump in. Instead finds Armour. Armour carrying in the slot, looking for Boyd. Couldn't find him. Boyd picks up and is tripped up. No call. And Trine will carry out of the zone. 3-on-2 forming. And it's poked away courtesy of Kolatarsi. Dumped around in low. And Eller will stand up and find a body. Finds Boyd, finds Armour. Armour will wheel back and go off the boards. Stays in the zone. Kolatarsi fights that off. And dumps the puck, and it will be an icing.
Yeah, that gives Trine a little bit of a chance here with an offensive zone face-off. But that 3-on-2 showed just kind of the small little mistakes that Trine is making, trying to force the play a little bit. Not the smartest pass, allowed the Bulldogs to break it up, then get back and reset, and get all the defensive players back. That's the little things that the Bulldogs do so well that they're exposing that the Thunder need to do a little bit better.
And it looks like the referee, far side linesman here, is going to kick the Trine center out, and Bateson will pick up the puck off the face-off and then give it to Armour. Armour to Bateson yet again. Bateson out of the zone, finds Eller, who pinched up Eller over the blue line. Carries speed, rats up the boards, looking Boyd to race for it, can't get there. Kaufman's going to try and keep this in. He does momentarily until Trine will exit the zone. Finds Eller and then turns that over on a bad pass. They're somehow onside. Boyd chips the Balsamo. Balsamo engaging his legs with speed. Throws this on nets and the goalie is going to hold on to that.
Yeah, Balsamo didn't have much of an angle. Tried to sneak something in short side off that backhand, but it went on the outside of the net.
Balsamo, like you said, on his backhand did not really have a good look on the goalie on that short side angle with the speed he had. It's harder to shoot on a backhand when you're coming in like that. You really want to be on the side of your forehand so you have some more room to angle the puck and try and get a better shot off.
Yeah, and an update on Ben Lau, number 5 for Trine, the player who took that shot up high. I went down during the intermission and overheard that he was getting stitches. They expected him to return, but he's yet to make it to the bench.
And Trine had an unbelievable opportunity as Entma had to stop a breakaway and had some help from the post on that.
Yeah, that was TJ Delaney a freshman for Trine, created an opportunity on the breakaway there on a quick turnover. Just unable to get it up over that glove of Etma. Another chance on the slot.
Etma poking it away with strength there. And McNair carrying the puck, far side boards, drops back, nobody there. Trine will pick it up, coming down. 3-on-2, Madej lost an edge and it's dumped, but Dunn will battle that one and it gets thrown in. Courtesy of a couple bad bounces. Trine carries, top of the circle, and he'll toss that up to himself and take a deep dump in. Below Etma, looking for the wraparound. Etma stopping that and picking up his own rebound. As you said, the player from Trine is getting stitches, you said, I believe, in the locker room? Or?
Yeah, I believe I overheard them saying that he was getting stitches at the moment during the second intermission. And one of his teammates said that they expected him to return, but it looks like he's been unable to make his way back to the bench.
Keep you updated to see if we see his return tonight or not, but hopefully he's all right. I'm still kind of unsure where that puck hit him. It looked like the head, but if he needs stitches, that must have been a real hard bounce.
It should have caught him maybe towards the ear if he didn't have the earpieces in. Could have split an ear open. I think if it creeps under 10 minutes here and he still hasn't returned to the bench, I think it'd be a safe decision to say that Trine is elected to keep him out in order to keep an eye on him and to not have that injury reopen.
Blue line, Trine holds on, a shot deflects from Yim and goes just shy of the net. Troy Kendall, close corner alongside Madej. And Corey Dunn will pick this up for Yim. It gets dumped. Troy Kendall will chase yet again on the forecheck here.
Yeah, see, this is the offensive attack that Trine has been looking for since period one. That they've been able to create a couple more opportunities and gain a little bit more control deep in that Bulldog zone. Unfortunately for them, it's coming at the point to where they're already down 2-0. They needed to have this effort and this possession when it was a 0-0 game, 1-0 game.
Tarsi off that bad bounce, went up into the rafters. Puck on combo will take the draw just in front of the penalty boxes here. Draws back to Eller to Tarsi, who will get the red line and dump it in. Trine goalie will not come out to play the puck. Instead, Montembeau will battle for it. Give to Eller, throws this one on, and catches the Trine skates. Eller pokes that away, but Trine being perseverant here on this chance, throws it at Etma. I think that went off his face mask, but he kept it out. Another good look, went up into the netting, and we get a whistle.
Yeah, another pair of strong opportunities there by Trine. Getting that puck deep, coming around the net, finding a little open space. Pucks on net, forcing Etma to make saves.
Shots 35-17 in favor of the home team.
Trine has been able to come up with 5 shots on goal, and we're just over 8 minutes into the period.
Tarsi wins back, finds Eller, finds Boyd off the boards, stays in the zone. Trine throwing this one on up the boards and onto the glass. Eller can't control that, so once again gets thrown on net, but Boyd blocks that. Boyd could have had a dangerous look there, but Trine poked that away. Boyd falls back, picks it up, drops back, and the Bulldogs will fall off sides, but they'll like to take it back. Kaufman chips up, bad break. Trine a shot, and Etma getting a piece of that, keeping it away. Boyd dumping this one.
That was great hand-eye coordination there by Matt DeSico, a sophomore at Trine, knocking down that aerial pass. That was ripped with some effort. Almost traded a good offensive opportunity. Here's another turnover. Good save by Etma once again.
Trine dangling around in the corner. Knocks Kaufman to his feet, and then Boyd knocked the player to his feet. A couple of body checks being exchanged. Trine player a little shaken up. Owings drops off to Boyd, up the boards, and down to Balsamo, who tries to find Van Horn, can't get the pass on his tape. Trine will pick this one up, seek to get through the defensive or the offense into the offensive zone. They can't. Balsamo carrying the puck up, and McNair catches a body, but still gets the shot off. McNair carrying, tries to stuff it away, cannot, and Trine will seek to escape again. Down the ice they come, 3-on-2, a shot. Etma making a beautiful save to keep his shutout alive.
Yeah, great job by the Bulldogs there. Created a couple big opportunities. McNair with the quick decision to not go around the net, but to pop out and take that shot. On the other end, Trine got a couple shots on goal on their first rush. Creates a 2-on-1 going the other way there. Probably should have put that shot low far side, trying to create a rebound. But in the heat of the moment, I understand just hitting a shot on goal. Etma does a great job of holding on to it and getting the whistle.
But Day throws this one up. It goes directly into the netting. Face-off will come down to the left of Kevin Etma.
Yeah, no change for the Bulldogs there as that puck went straight up out of play. Don't think they really needed it. It looked like they got their change when Etma covered that puck. 10:21 remaining here in the third period.
And Trine carries this and will try to get an attempt off. Coy Kendall gets this one out of the zone. Yim chasing. He'll battle for it. Can't get the jump. Trine will get there first. Gets dumped up the boards. Post couldn't hold it in. Dump back down. Dunn will race for it. Dunn will get there first. Taken behind Etma, buy his team time to recoil. Finds Coy Kendall, freshman here at Adrian, has 1 goal tonight already. Bad pass down to Post, who drops this to Captain Corey Dunn. 9:45 left in the third and final period of action. Granted, if an overtime's not needed. Dunn chips this up. Post over the blue line. Dumps this in off his backhand. Coy Kendall once again as a forechecking body. Battle for it. Trine up the boards. They will get themselves in the zone. Thrown up. Good block on that pass from Vinny Post.
Yeah, that was a good look, but good job by Post to get that stick in that lane, break up that pass. Otherwise, he would have had a really short little area to maneuver with the defender on his back instead of in front of him.
Eller chases the puck behind Etma. And Eller's going to buy some time for his team to recoup. Finds Tarsi up, finds Backneck, has Doman with him. Passes up to Doman. Doman with speed. Going on the backside, wrapping now on his backhand, drops back down for Montembeault in the close corner. Backneck behind the goalie for Trine. Backneck up to Montembeault. Montembeault taking his time up to the blue line. Owings wheels that one back down, finds Backneck, and penalty coming up here. It's going to be on Trine for tripping.
It's a trip on the goaltender.
Looks like Bulldogs are going to get a power play here to try and extend their lead.
So it just has to be one of the players who's on the ice at the time. Young Jr. didn't agree with the call. Probably didn't feel like it deserved a trip, but when you reach out with your stick and yank the guy down, the ref catches you. Most of the time as a goalie, you should get away with that if you keep the stick close enough to yourself.
You can't see it, yeah. But referee's going to see stuff like that when you make it obvious. So Bulldogs to the power play, and they're going to look to add another tally to the scoreboard.
Yeah, a goal here on the power play for the Bulldogs will almost essentially seal this game.
Petrell throwing this on nets. Armour picking up that backside rebound. And gives back down to Boyd. Back low from Armour to Tarsi. Couldn't get the shot off. Down to Doman. Finds Petrell at the far corner. Drops off for Armour. Cuts across. Wheels back on his edge. Beautiful edge work there. Petrell finds Armour in front. Finds Doman. Petrell another shot. Couldn't get the
Couple good looks there. Armour tried to get the deflection there in the middle. Doman with a little
extracurricular activity with the goalie.
Little late whack there on Eric Young Jr. Kind of lucky the ref didn't call him. I get it. It's a whack at the puck right before the whistle. But in a game where the ref just gave the other team a penalty on their goalie, the ref kind of should be looking to even it up. But no call, smart call.
Yim wins the straw, and he gets thrown just shy of the goalie. Balsamo carries the puck up to Dunn. Blue liner carrying the puck. Will buy some time. Down to McNair, close side. They'll go in front for Yim. Yim throws this on, and Van Horn will go a very interesting shot. Throws this from the slot, and actually, from the overhead view of our replay, it actually looked like it just trickled over the goal line, but the goalie had a little piece of it. So it went off his head, and I think it might have went off the back post and then just trickled over.
Yim's shot was definitely saved by Young Jr. That puck came out into the slot. Van Horn took a whack at it. Don't know if it caught the shoulder or the helmet, but definitely took a deflection and kind of trickled just up over that shoulder pad and rolled into the net. Bulldogs take a 3-0 lead on that power play goal, and like I said, with 7:30 remaining, it's going to take a lot of effort from Trine to tie this game up.
Owings down to Kaufman, up the post. Finds Coy Kendall, who catches a knee-on-knee hit. They were not going to get a call on that.
That looks like a clean hip check. It definitely caught his leg, but it definitely looked like the Trine. Definitely looked like the Trine player made his initial contact with the hip there, even though it was to the leg of the Bulldog player. I'd say it's a good no call. It looked ugly, but with the way the Bulldog player hopped right up, it definitely wasn't a knee-to-knee.
Yep, so Bulldogs win this draw back. Owings throws this on, goes far close side, I should say, into the corner. Kaufman drops back, finds Owings on nets, and catches deflection. Owings battling to keep this in. He does a great job, and it bounces up. Owings once again staying tall to keep this in, and
it's a hand pass. Yep. Owings knocked it down with his hand out of the air, and then he got collided into by the Trine player and lost where the puck was at. The Bulldogs were the nets to touch it by, looked like Coy Kendall was the nets to touch it. The correct hand pass was called.
Out for the Bulldogs right now, Montembeau, back neck, Doman, Kaufman, and Owings. Owings dumps this in. Both sides, Doman carries. The battle for Montembeau thrown in front, trying to carry. And trying to exit the zone if they can. Doman and Montembeau getting Kaufman chips down low. Gets wrapped up top. Owings can't keep that in. Owings will dump this back in. Trine will dump this up. So it's dumped back. Trine can't really establish themselves in the zone. To start this period, Trine had a couple of good looks to establishing themselves in the zone, but they've had a hard time getting back to that. Back neck dumps this back, finds Madej, who looks for Boyd, finds him. Boyd carrying, throws this on, and Young will make the beautiful save for his team yet again.
Yeah, decent angle to take that shot from. You're up 3-0, forcing the goalie to cover one up and get a whistle deep in the other end. Not a bad move by the Bulldogs. At this point, yeah, they want to score more. The Bulldogs are never content with any type of lead.
Could be 8 goals, they're still not content.
But they're definitely happy to kill time off the clock and just hold possession for the majority of this third period.
Madej tries to throw it on, instead finds Dunstick off a bad bounce and looks for Buttrell, but ends up in the net. 5:47 left in regulation. Bulldogs lead 3-0, shots 41-18. Going to be interesting to see if Trine can establish themselves if they decide to pull their goalie in a couple minutes from now.
Yeah, Trine had 5 shots with just under 8 minutes into this third period, and they've gotten 1 shot since.
Had a very hard time reestablishing themselves after the Bulldogs caught some more energy. A good look here. Dunn will take a bounce and throw this one up into the netting.
Yeah, the faceoff will come to the blocker side of Entma with 5:37 remaining.
Armour will take the faceoff and he'll win it by himself. And Boyd chips up, finds Buttrell. Buttrell will get in the zone and throw a little bit of a body check, looking for a centering in the slot. Nobody was there. However, it's kept down. No call on the hand pass as the Trine coach was looking for.
Yeah, usually when it's a deflection off the glove and it still continues on its intended path, the refs will usually let that go. And then the next Bulldog player knocked it down with his glove as well, so even more incentive to just kind of let that play right on.
Kolatarsi had a good look there, and he'll get another one right here off the goalie. He catches a bounce.
Definitely looked at that top, maybe the knob of the stick there.
Yeah, I thought
as Young Jr. had no clue where that puck went.
And
all you heard was stick.
Seeps in front, Boyd being thrown a little bit and pushed and shoved. Nothing's going to come of this, but
ref's calling penalties.
Oh, the ref is calling a penalty.
Yeah, it looks like Boyd definitely caught the Trine player with a high stick there towards the end. 6 came in a little late for Trine. That's Hunter Payment, a freshman, taking a little bit of exception to Boyd taking a late whack at his goaltender. We're going to do some 4-on-4 hockey here with 4:46 remaining.
4-on-4, a lot more room, a lot more time. It's going to be interesting to see what these two teams can do. And looks like Trine didn't get the point, and only 4 players out there right now.
He's trying to get a late change. 4-on-4 hockey, I think, definitely plays into favor of the Bulldogs here with all the speed that they have and how much they play a possession game. Trine definitely going to look to use the open space, try to find whatever kind of angles they can.
McNair couldn't hold on to that. Trine picks it up, throws it at Etma. Etma kicks that away. Balsamo picks this up the boards, looking for himself. McNair will race for it. McNair will get there, look to find Van Horn, who has the 3rd goal tonight. Van Horn peels off to himself, throws in front. It's found to McNair to Dunn. Dunn can't put that one behind the goalie.
Dunn had all day on the far side, took a rip, and Young made a sprawling glove save.
McNair carrying the puck, finds Balsamo, who is just over the blue line, and we're getting an offsides. Face-off is going to come in front of the Bulldogs penalty box.
Yeah, Balsamo might have been better served to just let that one run through him. I get you want to get possession. Thinks he's exiting the zone right on time, but you got to make sure you're catching on the right side of the blue line there.
Coy Kendall will take the draw. Coy Kendall gives this one up to Trine. Trine tries to jump in, and Coy Kendall's skate didn't let that happen. Trine can't establish in her own zone. Bottrell carrying the puck over the blue line with speed, throws it on. Goalie making a nifty glove save.
That was kind of an awkward save. It looked like it went off the glove, then off his arm, and still trickled on target. Well, towards the target, just wide of the net.
Thrown on net. Edma kicked that one away, and Coy Kendall carrying the puck, finds Yim on the pass. Yim goes around Coy Kendall, taking a sprawl, done a shot, and goalie making a sprawling split save there.
Yeah, the Ice Monster was in full effect there as it took out a Trine player first. Coy Kendall thought he was going to be open in the slot, and the Ice Monster got him next, taking his feet out from under him. Forced the Bulldogs to have to look to the point, but that almost created a better opportunity for him. Great save by Young Jr. there.
Armour wins the draw, back for Eller. Armour top of the circle and loses control. Trine carries, 34 left on the 4-on-4. And Trine will carry in their own corner. And thrown down is the Trine player. Balsamo carries and finds Van Horn, who is just over the corner, and
Van Horn had more time than he thought. If he would have been able to hit the brakes, he probably would have caught Young Jr. sprawling out of position and had all day to pick a corner.
And puck's going to get thrown back down.
And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey as both penalties come to an end, and Boyd returns to the ice.
And it's going to come out to Boyd to the left of Etma. And Boyd will trickle up, find Doman. Doman battling for it himself, finds Balsamo off a bad bounce. 2:25 left. Going to be interesting to see how aggressive the Trine goalie gets. If they can establish themselves. Doman looking for Balsamo, finds him. Balsamo thrown to his feet. Boyd carrying, and penalty coming up to Trine.
Yeah, that looked like a hook there.
Hook on Boyd, and we're going to get a whistle, and Trine's going to pretty much finish this game on the kill.
Yeah, it was called a hook. You could definitely tell Boyd as he lit the cut to the middle there to get that shot off. Looked like his hands kind of got tugged backwards. Ref catches it, calls the hook. 2:08 remaining here in the third period. And Blake Robertson for Trine will go to the box.
Armour taking the draw. Armour drops it, and Trine will pick this one up. However, it was thrown in front. Tarsi drops down for Boyd, throws it on net. Throw back from Boyd. We'll pick this up blue line. Tarsi carries. Tarsi to Boyd. Cross finds Armour. Looking to go in front, and actually it went up off high. I think it went off a deflection.
Yeah, that puck definitely looked like it got deflected somewhere as it fluttered up over the net there. Bulldogs in complete control here. Just keep throwing shots at the net. Boyd turns and he scores!
Boyd with a beautiful power play goal. Boyd couldn't hold on to his rebound, and Boyd found the loose change, tucked it in short side. Nothing the goalie could do there.
Yeah, that puck looked like it was on the blocker side of Young Jr. Hard puck to control as it is, but it just kind of like snuck out through the defenseman's skates out. Boyd found it, turned to shield himself, had all day to just lift it over the pad. Scores the Bulldogs' fourth goal.
4-0, 1:33 left in regulation. Montembeault dropping the draw. Bateson couldn't get there. And it gets thrown in. Etna gonna stop that one.
And worth noting, the Bulldogs, we mentioned their power play earlier, how good it was, and they put up 2 power play goals here tonight. I think on 5 or 6 power plays. So definitely looking to add. And another goal there on a great deflection.
Boyd Kendall had a great broke in the zone. He passed the puck off and threw it on net. Montembeault picked that one off with ease. And now the Bulldogs lead 5-0. 1:15 left in third period. Montembeault's a little selly in front of the bench.
Yeah, like we said, the Bulldogs never content with any lead that they have. Catching Trine, kind of sleeping late in the third period, already down 4-0. Think, well, the Bulldogs are up 4. They're not going to try to score anymore. And then a quick pass and a great deflection there by Montembeault puts the Bulldogs up 5-0 with 1:15 remaining.
McNair taking the draw for the Bulldogs. Back that coast with him, Owings and Kaufman behind him. Trine wins this face-off. Kaufman couldn't get that. He was in a scrum. Backnack up the boards, and it gets dumped down. Backnack will hold on to it over the blue line. They'll dump this and drop it back for McNair. Final minute in regulation, up to the blue line. Kaufman carries down low. I think that went off McNair's chest, it looked like. And went up high, and they're off sides, I'm hearing, but there's no whistle.
I think that was a fan calling for an offside.
Coming up, I believe it's going to be in Trine again.
No, this one's on Owings. Interference, kind of took out number 8, William Casey. Owings behind the play, takes him out. The ref caught it. They call it interference. Trying to even up the number of penalties on each side there with 42 seconds remaining. Trying to look to break the shutout.
Owings will spend 42 seconds in the box. Trying to the power play, trying to ruin Kevin Etler's shutouts. Montembeault's thrown from the draw. Bateson will come in for him. Bateson gives this one up. The top of the circle, pitching down low, thrown into the slot, and the puck goes up and hits one of the many banners in Arrington Ice Arena. And back down, we get a whistle.
Yeah, with 36 seconds remaining here, the Bulldogs are probably going to look to win this draw, just send it deep, probably sit back and just control their own zone here and let time slowly tick off the clock.
And Trine carrying 27 block, Trine the blue line.
Tumbo with a big hit there, separates body from puck.
Dumps it down, and if Trine's quick, they'll get one more chance, but I don't even think they're going to try and take it.
Yeah, we're down to
10 seconds on the clock, and the audience is starting their clap, and 5 on the clock. Trine comes in off sides, ruining what was their last rush.
Yeah, 4.5 seconds left. If Trine was going to have any chance, it was going to be on that rush right there with a shot through traffic. But at this point, it's just trying to win the draw, stand around, and watch time click off.
Coy Kendall taking the draw for the Bulldogs. Coy Kendall wins it back to Dunn, and 2-1. That's going to do it for us here in Arrington. Bulldogs peeling away with a 5-0 victory against Trine.
Yeah, the Bulldogs came on late in the third period. They kind of eased their way through the first 2 periods. Trine did a great job of holding them off. Young Jr. did great in net, but fatigue set in. The Bulldog relentless attack, all that speed, all that hitting, eventually just wore Trine out. And the last 5 minutes was just all Bulldogs there.
You know, Trine had a great start to the third period, like you said, but the last 10 minutes was literally all Bulldogs. They were on fire. They kept pulling one in after another, and coming off a huge win last weekend, a lot of momentum. They're just looking to continue it as they're now establishing a win streak here, finishing this home stretch. I believe the Bulldogs go on a little bit of a away stretch here. I believe they have a couple games to finish up November and start December, and then they'll have another home stretch just at the end of December, starting the new year off, I believe.
Yeah, tomorrow the Bulldogs will head off to face Trine in Trine. Then they go off to Norwich. Then they'll see Middlebury or Plattsburgh for a little bit of like a tournament weekend there. Then they'll play St. Scholastica and Northland to finish out the calendar year.
Like we predicted tonight, it was going to be who made more mistakes, and the fact that Trine couldn't get the shots they needed was a big thing for them. Shots 48-22 in favor of the winning home team, but Bulldogs walk away for a victory, and that's going to do it for us here in Arrington. Nick Rizzo alongside my wonderful partner Drake Cagle. Thank you all for joining us, and we hope to tune in next time.